It's just a few minutes. See if anybody pops on. I know I didn't schedule this ahead of time. I wasn't positive I was going to make it. Looks like my computer's having some issues. See if I can get in on my phone. Hello, well, there's somebody. Am I lagging or anything right now? Food forest permaculture. Welcome in. Cool. Okay. It was kind of laggy there for a few minutes, but I think the computer caught up. So I was trying to give it just a couple of minutes to see if anybody's going to pop in. I did not schedule this ahead of time because I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. So nobody got any kind of a notification or anything. How are you doing today? Ashley, CNC Farm, hello, how are you? Yeah, I didn't schedule ahead of time because I wasn't sure if I was going to make it or not. But here I am. So there wouldn't have been an early notification. So first off, let me just canceling last week's live. That morning, my stepson passed away. The one that we talk about all the time that makes all the noise. And as a matter of fact, it was kind of weird coming in here and not really having to worry about how much noise he was making, because that's usually an issue. But so anyway, that was Wednesday morning, and so that was why I canceled the live. I think some of you guys already knew that, but anyway, it's been a little bit of a rough week. But I'm going to try and get back into the swing of things again. I ought to be used to this. Something's always coming up. Something's always keeping me from staying up with this stuff like I need to. But I did my not already done. I have not really done any editing or anything to it. So I started working on that. Did my video for the Soup Spectacular collaboration. So that one has been videoed, and I'm working on the editing. I got to get them done because one's supposed to post Saturday and the other one is supposed to post on Monday. So I'm doing my best to get those things done and get those posted so I can, keep my obligations. So I haven't really done a whole lot more than that. But now there's going to be a video out on Monday and a video out on Wednesday for those two things. So that's good. I have 3 to do by Sunday. Yeah. Um, let's see, growing farmyard. Hello. How are you? Uh, looks like my computer's getting a little glitchy again. Let's see. So anyway, as again, I'm very sorry for canceling last week, not having a live. I think that's the first week since I started doing this. 20, I think it was 28 weeks ago, something like that. This is the first time I've missed one. So cutting out. Yeah, see, I was trying to get it set to go ahead and pull up on my phone because I think I'm having issues. Problem is I don't know battery life, how long that will last. So if it gets very bad, let me know. And I'll to my phone because I know it'll work better. But anyway, so it's been a rough week. It's been interesting to say the least. My mother-in-law just passed away in the end of May. So in the span of less than 6 months, we have gone from a family or a household of 4 to a household of 2. So it's very quiet. It's going to be hard to adjust to the new normal. um, it is what it is, and we'll get through. Um, Needless to say, my kitchen has been cleaned from top to bottom. I've rearranged my pantry. I have cleaned out cabinets and drawers and thrown stuff away that I didn't need and all of that fun stuff because I needed to do something to keep my mind occupied. So that is what I did. My husband cleaned the bathroom and top to bottom and dusted and vacuumed and all that stuff in the living room. And so anyway, we've just been trying to keep our minds occupied on other things when we could. I mean, we've had some family over at times, not every day, but a few times. So, that helps some too. Let's see, who did I miss? Rem's Family Farm, hello. Little Homestead by the Beach, how are you doing? Where to be? Don't have anything really prepared to talk about, but I figured out, I did the game night with Kettle Kitchen. I was in the semifinals last night, and I went ahead and did that. And it was nice to have some time, mind on something else, and some laughter, and all that fun stuff that goes with it. So I decided I would go ahead and do this today. Still glitching. Yeah, every now and then my computer buffers a second. But is it very bad? Because if it is, I'll switch. I already had it somewhat pulled up on my phone. If it's too glitchy, I'll switch over. Let's see. Let's see if I skip that. If I put that there. And let's pull up. See which one's which. That is that one. That one. Sorry, guys. Now I'm not sure which one is the phone. Okay, so that one's the phone. Okay, can you guys hear me? And you can hear me fine. Okay, we'll just do it this way then. Yeah, I think my computer has some updates to do and all that good stuff since I reset some stuff, and I'm finding that the phone is working a lot better. I may just do it from the phone from now on. It seems to be working better anyway. So anyway, as I said, I do not have anything specific to talk about other than just to let you guys know why I canceled for last week and that I'm trying to get back on track. As I said, Noodle November. Well, let's see. I'll get them backwards. My soup spectacular video comes out on Monday. My Noodle November video comes out on Wednesday. No, I'm still getting it wrong. Soup video comes out on Saturday. Noodle November comes out on Monday. So I will get those out. As I said, they're already filmed and everything. I'm finishing up the editing now. So those will be coming out. And then as soon as I get those finished, I will get started on getting some more videos out. My freezer, it was supposed to be, I stopped in at Lowe's on Monday or Tuesday last week before all this happened and asked them, I think I told you guys, they told me it would be a week. And then we got the confirmation email and they said it was going to be November 22nd. And so we were already in Lowe's looking at something else. And so I stopped by the desk and asked him about it. And the appliance manager happened to be there. So he looked it up and told me that it was supposed to be in on, they told me it was going to be in on the 9th, which would have been Wednesday, and that they would probably call me Wednesday evening to schedule delivery for Thursday. Now, needless to say, I probably would not have been ready to receive it on that day with everything that happened, but I never got a phone call and I hadn't heard anything since. So here it is now, another week later. So I finally called them this morning. And sure enough, it came in. They said a few days ago. So I'm assuming it probably came in on the 9th or 10th. And he didn't know why they hadn't delivered it yet, but they scheduled it to be here tomorrow morning. So that's supposed to be here tomorrow. And let's hope it's the right one this time. I don't know. I have not been very happy with this service at all this time around. But as long as I get the right one and it's all good in the end, it'll be all right. So when that happens, I can do my inventory video. As I'm moving things over, we're going to take an inventory, see what I've got. And it's funny because a lot of things are packaged. Some things were packaged for 4 because they were before the mother-in-law passed away. Some things were packaged for 3 people. And now there's only 2 of us.
Yeah, it better be the right one. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna have to go through and see what types of things I can change the size or the quantity as I'm moving things into the new freezer. Um, so anyway, I'll do a video on that. I did film actually Monday or Tuesday of last week. I did go through and film my. I've had people ask me where the heck do I put all this stuff and how do I store it and all that. And so I did do a video of all of my various ways of storing things, where I put them in my pantries, my canning pantry, the laundry room, which we talked about before, all of that. And so I did get the footage, but then uh, got sidetracked. And so I have not finished that video either. So um, I have lots of things in the works and getting ready to come out. So, but this whole week has been, I haven't done anything. So hopefully you'll start seeing those videos coming out next week. Um, and I did um, what was it? I can't even think straight, guys. Um, my shopping and budget video that I did, I posted that one. I think it posted last week on Monday or something like that. Anyway, so then the next one should have came out 2 days ago, but you know, honestly, there really wasn't anything to post. We have not done any grocery shopping. We've had people bring food that we've been eating, and because of the way I shop, there's plenty here. Um, I think we went up one time and got a loaf of bread, and we went up one time and got a package of hamburger buns just to make sandwiches of the different meats that people had brought over. So there was nothing really to update on the shopping or where their budget is. The good thing is we'll have some budget to work with for next month. At the same time, there's only two of us now, so I don't need to buy as much. So anyway, that'll be fun to figure out. And like I said, I'll do a freezer inventory as I'm moving things over, because it's got to get better organized. I haven't been able to even really get in the freezer. So Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, hello. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that so much. So anyway, I did not want this video to be any kind of a pity party or to become any kind of sad thing or anything. It's just that is what happened, and that is where we are. And as I said, I'm trying to get back on track now again and get some videos posted and out to you guys. Like I said, lots of things in the works, just nothing finished. I wasn't able to get anything finished. So look for some videos next week, and we'll get it rolling again. I miss anybody else? I don't think I did. So anyway, has anybody got anything else going on that they want to talk about? Oh yeah, I won't push it too hard, that's for sure. But at the same time, it occupies my mind. So I've been off of work since Tuesday, of course. Well, I worked Tuesday night, and then I've been off of work since, and I go back tomorrow. So that'll occupy my mind some. But when we're home, I mean, we got lots of things to do. We've got, I will tell you through all of this, he had a close knit group of friends 10 or so people that we saw all the time. They were like our own kids. Um, but we figured out through all of this that he actually had a very large group of friends that he impacted a lot of people. A lot of people were reaching out to us. So, we're planning services, and then we're going to do a celebration of life here after the services. And when we started figuring out how many people, I was kind of amazed. Um, we're looking at 75 to 100 people here for the celebration. So, anyway, needless to say, we'll do some more cleaning up and getting the yard ready and all that kind of stuff. So it'll keep us busy for a little while. So, but yeah, this group of friends, it was amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this. He loved football. He played football in high school. He was very good at it. And he knew football better than anybody you could even imagine. And he was in 2 fantasy football leagues. And yes, one life can touch so many. A couple of days after, they showed up at our house, and both of the leagues took the money that was supposed to be for the winner at the end, and they handed us all of it from both leagues to go towards the services and all the stuff that's going on. And that was all from his friends. So yeah, it's crazy to see. Yeah, as you said, young ones can surprise you. It's been incredible. That part has been very, very heartfelt. So, but anyway, I was just trying to get at the point that just getting the house ready and the yard ready and all that good stuff is going to occupy some time. So it'll keep us busy and keep our minds doing something. I know I missed somebody. Don Ray B. Hello, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that so much. But yes, the young ones are very, very surprising. It's been pretty wonderful. So anyway, if we don't have anything else really to talk about, I'm not sure I'm going to stay on here too long because I really don't know what else to talk about, honestly. Let's see. But as I said, last week was the only one of these I've missed, and hopefully it will stay that way now. So looks like I missed somebody else, but I can't figure out who it was. Maybe not. And I do have to say, I made the soup for my soup video. I made that today because we were getting tired of the rotisserie chickens and stuff that people brought that that were still left here. And you can only eat on that stuff for so long. So anyway, I made a soup today, and it is a carne guisada soup. And oh man, did it turn out good. I threw it together because I had originally planned to do something a little more complicated and a little more, required a little more time and all that. But with everything going on, I just opted simple. And so I made this soup today, and then my husband sat down to eat it at lunchtime, and he was very surprised. He said, "Oh man," he said, "this has got wonderful flavor." And so then he made me make sure that, because it's made a big crock pot. You can't help when you're making a soup to make a large amount, and there's 2 of us. So he told me that I needed to make sure to can whatever was left, because with me working, it was something that he would definitely just warm up and have for dinner. So that's cool. Got your garden seeds ready to go for next year. Oh gosh. I have a lot of seeds, but I do need to order some more, or find some somewhere. But I do have a lot of seeds. Even if I couldn't buy any more, I would be okay. But the biggest thing is I have got to get out there and get all of the, the old tomato plants and all that stuff pulled out and get it covered for a little while, because it's a mess out there and I just have not had a chance to get out there and take care of it. So, and I was hoping this year, I've tried to estimate. I know I figured this up before, but it's been so long. My garden is basically roughly 16 feet wide, but it's 60 feet long ish. And so I have beds all down one side, beds in the middle, but on the other side, it's right next to the fence. And I have to be careful what I put there because it doesn't get enough sunlight. And so I have even tried to put some of the, broccoli or, I don't know, some of the things that really don't care for all that sun anyway. I've tried to plant on that side. But it's still, that stuff just still didn't do very well there. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. No. Hey, stop. Sorry about that. So anyway, I had planned on this year trying to get in a couple of more beds in some different areas of our yard. I don't know if I'll get that, but I'm going to try. I even thought about, if nothing else, using some of the, we have the kiddie pools that we had used for the ducks and geese before we built the new pond for them. And, they get holes in them so they won't hold hot water anymore. But that would be wonderful just to throw some soil, compost and stuff in and grow some stuff in those. So if nothing else, I might throw 2 or 3 of those around the yard and get some more planting space. So under a foot of snow. Yeah, see, and now I am in Central California. So we don't get snow, and we really don't get much of a winter until this year. It's getting a little colder than normal. And like right now, we're 30s at night, and we're only running about 60 to 65 during the day on a good day. We've been running our fireplace since, I don't know, for probably 2 weeks now, because it's been colder than normal here. So, not cold enough that we turn the heater on for, that couple of minutes before we go to bed so that it'll, take the edge off the rest of the house, because the fireplace is in the living room. But otherwise, we have not had to really run the heat. We're doing pretty good with just the fireplace, so that's good. But for us, it's cold. In my opinion, all garden plants are full sun. Yes, I would agree with that statement. For me, it's just all about being strategic with some of those things that don't handle the sun so well, and you just plant them between or behind taller items, so they still get their sun, but it's not necessarily a direct sun. Once everything settles down. Oh. Congratulations, Growing Farmyard. Very nice. I will be having a new grandbaby in January. So that will be interesting. That'll make, have 5 now. So that'll be number 6. Crop rotation is very important. Yeah, see, even though I only have that small amount of space, I have basically 4 beds. And I try to kind of rotate where the tomatoes are. It was in this one, then the next year is in this one, then the next year here. So even though I only have 4 beds, I try to rotate best I can. And it seems to work out pretty good. So, I mean, my garden was almost a complete fail this last year, but a lot of people are saying the same thing. It's just been a strange year. So hopefully, the thing is with the state of things for being able to buy groceries, this is probably going to last quite some time. It's like you have to, I feel like I need to be even more diligent, more careful, more strategic, and try and do everything that I can to get decent yield from the garden, because we just don't know where things are headed and how long it's going to last. So, have you tried companion planting? You know, I have sort of. I mean, I've looked it up and I've done all the research. I'm a big research person. And I've done all the research. But then I get out there and start trying to plan the garden, and I can never quite make it work the way I want it to work with the limited space that I have. So I do need to look at that a little bit more for this year. Like I said, I need to be more diligent and more strategic. So that may be something that I should really be looking into this year. We'll see what we can do there. But yeah, I need to, the one, well, maybe 2 plants that I have had the most trouble with, and I can't understand why, because both of them should be easy, is green beans. I mean, I always get some, but not like I should be getting. And then peppers. Like, again, I always get some, but nothing like you would think I would get from the space that I have. So it's kind of been that was supposed to be this year. It was supposed to be trying to perfect green beans and peppers, but then everything went to crap. Sorry for the language, on everything in the garden. So that didn't happen. Maybe plant flowers that draw bees. Now that we have flowers all over the place. As a matter of fact, we purposely put in butterfly bushes, and we have two different trees in the backyard and one in the front yard that really attract the bees. I mean, they buzz around the whole season. We don't have a problem with the bees for us. That has not been the issue. I think for me, it's been more of a weather issue. Not because weather's any different, but because I haven't quite figured out how to account for 10, 15, 20 days in a row of 110, 115 degrees. That was when I had the hardest time. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. I wanted to get some automatic irrigation type stuff set up for next year. Hopefully I will still be able to do that. But I think that will help a lot, making sure they get watered at night for sure, making sure they're getting enough Plus, I need to concentrate the water directly where I need it because I've been having such a problem with the grass and weeds. So, anyway, lots of things to consider for the garden this next year, but it is time to be trying to figure it out. For me, my planting starts around anywhere from the middle of February to the beginning of March, just depending on what I'm doing. Yeah, the drought was hard on you too. Yeah, shade cloth. But yeah, I'm usually planting anywhere from the middle of February to the beginning of March because, I'm zone 9B. So I have a very long growing season, and I like to start as soon as possible. So it is definitely time for me to be thinking about what I need and where I'm going to put it. So yeah, we took when we I don't know if it's on one of my videos or not, and if it is, I can't even remember which one. But it used to be the fence line where my garden is used to be a wood fence, a typical wood fence. And then we had it was getting old anyway, and we were constantly repairing it. But we had a really bad wind for a couple of days in a row, and it pretty much blew the fence down. So when we fixed it, the neighbor went in with us half and half, and we replaced it with chain link. And then we used the front half. My husband painted the old fence boards and put them, he had this way of attaching them on the outside or on our side of the chain link fence. One for the dogs so they couldn't see everything that was going on the other side, but for privacy. But on the other end where the garden is, we just that might have been too. I think that might have been the Lowe's calling to schedule my delivery for tomorrow, and I missed it. So I'll have to call them back. But anyway, we used the cloth that you put up, made for going on a chain link fence. So I'm kind of thinking also that might help with that side right there where I've always had trouble with plants getting enough sun. Because now it's just basically like a shade cloth. So I might actually be able to plant some things there this time. I cannot remember what the whole point of this was now. But anyway, when we replaced the fence, we replaced it with chain link. So, and as I said, I can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, now I know. When my husband was doing the posts for the chain link, he ordered this stuff so that we could take one of our, I don't want to say canopy, it's almost like a carport type thing. Hello, Tony, Kettle Kitchen. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. Anyway, we're going to figure out a way to take the top part of that and make it part of the fence posts, so that we could do shade cloth when we need it and maybe greenhouse when we needed it. But it was something that we had prepared for. And this was not this past spring, but the spring before. And then, with everything going on, we just have not gotten there yet. So it is something that we planned for. And hopefully we can do that pretty soon. Butler Family Farm. Hello, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. So anyway, yes, the garden is definitely on my mind. I got to get out there and get the old one cleaned out and get the beds covered and start getting it ready for this next year, because again, like I said, I've only got 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months before I start planting some things anyway. And I had a small, just a little Tractor Supply little greenhouse that I was using every year for my starts. And those things are really only designed to last 1 year, 2 if you're lucky. And I think I had been using it for about 5 years, and it finally is no more. So now I don't have a greenhouse to do my starts in, or a good place really to do them. So I will probably be starting more things direct, although I really don't like doing that. So I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Some kind of a temporary greenhouse maybe for this year. I don't know. I have too many plans and not enough time to make those plans work. So yeah, we are, right now is our heat of the day. Our hottest part of the day is usually somewhere between 3 and 4, and we are 64 degrees right now. But it's cold at night. I mean, we have such a big difference between night and day. I think we got it down to 31 or 32 last night. So freezing is not something we have to deal with a whole lot. I mean, usually a couple of times through the winter, but yeah, it's very cold. 27. Where are you located at, Butler Family Farm? I am in Central California, right dead center. As a matter of fact, there's the freeway is just not very far from us, and then just a mile down the freeway. But they have markers that represent the center of California, east and west, and the center of California, north and south, and they're all just like right here by my house. So we are pretty much right in the center of California. South of Joplin. Okay. I lived in Benton County, Arkansas, Bentonville, Rogers, that area for many years. And then my daughter still lives up near the Joplin area. So when you say south of Joplin, what do you mean by that? I'm trying to get an idea. A 99. We're just right off of 99. Twelve Stones Ranch. Hello. Thank you for stopping in. How are you doing? Yeah, we're just, it's 2 miles, I think, to jump on 99 from here. 10 miles east of Neosho. Yep. See, I lived in Neosho for a short time. A couple of years, actually. My daughter is right around that area. As a matter of fact, she is a little bit east of Neosho, so she's probably really close to you. But yeah, most of my family is still in the northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri area. What they call the 4-state area. Most of my family is there. Stark City. No, I have not heard of Stark City, actually. Yeah, I don't know where that is. Um, I'm very familiar with my area, Madera especially. I'm a delivery driver. Um, into Chowchilla, into Merced, into Fresno, um, and Clovis. Beyond that, I don't know much about California at all. So East 86, okay. Yeah, I stay in my little bubble, so you know. You were here in January. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I love the weather here for the gardening and the fruit trees, and what fruit trees I'm able to grow that I could not have in Arkansas or Missouri. I love the long growing season and all that kind of stuff. But I would much, much, much rather be in Arkansas or Missouri for most other reasons. But I do enjoy the weather here, that's for sure. Although, a snowy Christmas every now and then would be nice. I haven't seen one of those since I've been here for almost 10 years now. So, well, I actually managed to talk for almost an hour. Mother in law's in Fresno. Cool. Yeah, um, most of my husband's side of the family is in Fresno. As a matter of fact, the services for my stepson will be in Fresno. Um, and then everybody will be coming back here to the house. But yeah, everything is Fresno. We don't typically go there unless we absolutely have to, because for me it's about a 35 to 45-minute drive, just kind of depending on what part of Fresno you're going to. Um, so we don't go up there a lot. But as I said, most of the family is there, so we do go there some. But anyway, I did manage to talk for almost an hour. How about that? 16 years ago. Yeah. Now, see, I actually was born in Fresno. Um, when I was about, well, as a matter of fact, it was like a few days before my 15th birthday. My parents decided that the crime was getting too bad, and they moved us. As a matter of fact, a whole bunch of the family moved to Arkansas. I was in Arkansas between Arkansas and Missouri. I mean, I lived in Kansas City and stuff, but in that area, I lived there for 30 years, about 30 years. And then I just moved back here 10 years ago. So, so sometimes I'm not sure whether to say California is my home or Arkansas is my home. Thank you so much, The Growing Farmyard. I appreciate that so much. Good night, Dawn. Have a good day. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I really didn't think I was going to have that much to say, because I didn't want to make this all about the stepson and what was going on there. And I haven't done anything over the last week or two because of all this. So I really didn't think I was going to have that much to talk about. But your home is where your heart is. Yeah. Uh, but I did manage to, you guys helped me keep it going for an hour, which is nice. I do appreciate that. You guys always make me feel comfortable, and the feedback always makes it nice to keep things going. There's many times I get on here and think, there is no way I'm going to talk for an hour. And after an hour is up, you think, man, I could have talked for another hour. So, but anyway, as I said, videos are out next week. I mean, I have to have the 2 that are part of the collaborations that I definitely will have finished because I made a commitment they will be done. And then I have inventory video coming up because the freezer hopefully will be here tomorrow, and hopefully the right one. And then I have the pantry video coming out, if that's what you want to call it, because again, I already filmed all that. Wonderful evening, Jack. Thank you so much. So anyway, I guess we will get ready to call it here. Oh, I'm also going to have a mail call video. I have 3 or 4 things sitting here that I haven't even been able to get to a mail call because of everything that's been going on. So that will be coming out hopefully sometime next week too, because I know I have some more stuff coming in from the Last Chance Cook-Off. So I'm going to try and get that one done and posted also. So anyway, that's what, 5, 6 videos in the works. So we'll get those out for you guys. And yes, have a wonderful night. And I appreciate you guys coming in and just listening to me ramble and being there for me when I need it. It's been much needed this week, so I really appreciate it. And I definitely hope I see you guys again next week. I'll be back on track, I promise. I feel like I said that a million times, but we're getting there. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you guys back here next Wednesday, same time. And have a good one, guys.